this one was created for my guest designer spot at Altenew scrapbooking blog, and I am working with floral hearts kit that includes a flower arrangement stamp set with layered stamps, a halftone hearts set of dies, and a die with the word happy plus inspirational leaflet. I am starting with halftone hearts die set, and I am cutting hearts using different shades of cardstock. I am cutting 5 sets of those hearts using 5 different color gradients of cardstock. I used purple, blue, green, yellow, and pink, and I cutted out 3 layers of cardstock, and the 4th smaller heart is made of vellum, and I am gluing down all of the hearts. I'm applying color only in the middle because I will sew vertically through the die, and I will bend the half of the heart to add some dimension, and this is how the finished heart looks. And now I will use the flower arrangement stamp set to stamp flowers. I'm also stamping 5 sets of colors, exactly like with my hearts. So I will be having blue, purple, yellow, and kind of greenish blue. 5 colors. I don't know if I already listed all of them, but the stamp set needs the flowers in the stamp set are layered, and each flower has 3 shades of the same color for the petals and 2 shades of a different color for the inner part. And I'm using Altenew inks for the stamping. I love them. I love the sets with the gradient. It's so easy to use them with your layered stamps. And I will add the colors of the sets of colors that I used in the description box of the video, and but you can change the colors, of course, if you don't have exactly the same, because when it comes to blue, Altenew have few sets of gradient color inks with the blue colors, so you can choose different ones. I am stamping flowers. This set have 3 sizes of flowers, so I stamped every flower from the set. So each color will have big, medium, and small size flower. Plus I will get plenty of leaves. I don't have matching die set to this stamps. I'm not sure if there is there is a matching die set, but I will be fussy cutting them by hand. And as you can see, they are already done, stamped, and cutted out. And now I'm working on my background. I have 5 colors of watercolor brush markers from Altenew, and you can see the colors on the screen right now. They are from 2 sets of brushes. I have a tropical color and some kind of Christmas related one. I will list it in the description box too. And as you can see, I am dropping only the drops of color. They are very, very concentrated colors, very, very vivid. So if you like having it pastel, just drop 1 drop of color. If you would like to have very colorful like me, just add more. And as you can see, they are very reactive when it comes to water. I'm using watercolor paper as my base, so I'm not afraid to add more water to my project. So for this technique, it's important to have a good kind of a paper so it can soak up and the colors can spread. With a regular cardstock, the color would just soak into the paper. You won't be able to mix them. And when I sprayed everything with water, I decided just the color are too vivid for me, so I added more water, and I absorbed the color using just a paper towel, and it made the color a little bit more pale, but they are still very well visible, and they are still very vivid, just a little bit less vivid than usual. Mm, I dried it with my heat gun, and now I'm ready to build my composition. I will glue down all the hearts, and I will add the picture of my daughter, adding a frame of a pink paper, and I will also add 2 layers of cardboard to add dimension. You can replace it with fan foam, with 3D foam squares, whatever suits you best. I just like using the cardboard because it's fast, easy, and very, very cheap. Mm, I wanted to add some frame to my picture to make it pop from the background. If I would have a white frame, I would leave it white, but the picture was already printed before, so I thought I will just use this one without white frame. And I'm looking for my glue. I'm gluing down everything together to the background. Um, the edges of my paper, background paper, are a little bit warped. If you have laminator, like the one to make gold foiling, you can run everything through the laminator and it will straighten up the edges a little bit. I only have the small mink, so it's not possible for me to run 12 by 12 paper through it. I glued down the hearts, I glued down the picture, and now I'm adding my flowers, and I'm working color on color, so I'm adding pink over pink, yellow over yellow, bluish green, and blue over green, and blue and the purple on the last one. I didn't have a true purple watercolor brush marker to make the last strip really, really purple-ish, but I think this dark navy blue also looks great and makes the purple flowers and purple heart pops even more. And I am arranging everything, adding leaves, and when I'm happy with how it looks, I'm gluing everything down using 3D foam to add a little bit more dimension to my page, which if you know my projects, you know I love. And I'm gluing down the leaves too. Everything is almost glued down. I cut it out this part because it's quite boring, and I don't want you to be bored to death. Um, what's next? Oh yeah, I know. Sorry, it was done a few days ago. I am using the last piece of the creativity kit. It's word happy, and I'm cutting it out using the similar color cardstock I used for my hearts, and I'm cutting it thrice because I want to glue them all together to make the word more stiff as a title for my page. So I just want to build up a little bit more layers, and I'm cutting out word happy 3 times, and the 4th time will be with the lighter color of cardstock, and I'm going to create kind of a shadowing behind the title. It will be my last layer. I really love how this die cuts out. Um, the cut is really crisp. I don't know, sometimes with words and the word dies, I do not have this perfect effect because it's quite intricate die, but this one has a great quality. And for the title, I used this very cute little die cutting machine from Altenew, which I keep on my desk, and I really found it very handy. For the hearts, I had to use the bigger die cutting machine because the hearts were just too big for the tiny machine. I am using the Alpha die set from Altenew too. This one is called Tall Alphabet, and I'm using different colors of the same cardstock I used for the hearts to cut word little, and I have all the letters done. They have the rainbow order, and I'm gluing them down under my happy word. I will have the title happy little girl, so I am gluing down word little, and I will also add word girl with some puffy alpha stickers that I have in my stash for like ever. And I really like this tall alphabet die set. It's a very elegant die, yet big enough to make titles on the pages. And I'll also link it to you in the description box. And the title is done. It's a happy little girl. And the last part of the process is adding splatters. And I'm using different mists from my stash in matching colors. So it will be pink on pink, yellow on yellow, green on green, blue on blue, and purple on purple. I'm just splashing directly from the tube. Just remember to mix your mist first, because otherwise the color can fall down to the bottom and you will have just a colorless water floating around. And I'm not worrying that the colors can mix together. It's just a random splashing. It's a messy page. And it's done. I really love making rainbow designs, and I love how this one looks. This is the finished project. Thank you for watching. Check the description box of the video or Altenew blog post for the products are used and for more details. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.